know as well as I know that outlaws are thicker around here than fleas on a hound dog. The only way we can lick them is to have a bank where our money will be safe and sound.
Are you hinting I ain't doing my duty?
If I thought that, I wouldn't beat around the bush about it. I'd come right out and say so. You're no prize package as a sheriff, but I'm satisfied you're doing the best you can.
Talk's cheap. I'd like to see you do any better.
I didn't say I could do any better. What I'm driving at is that you all know that Clay Allison has been working with the state legislature to pass a bill legalizing banking in Texas. If you've got a lick of sense, you'll back him up. Now, if we had a bank here in town, we could do business by writing checks, and our money'd be where those outlaws couldn't get their sticky fingers on it.
They should have the payroll this trip. I heard Drake say they were expecting it. Here it comes now. Get set.
magnificent the way you came to our rescue. I don't know how I'll ever be able to thank you.
That's okay. Let it go at that. Give me a hand with the driver.
Take it easy, kid. We'll get you in all right.
Steve.
He killed my kid brother. I'll get him for that, so help me.
Hi, Bud.
Hey, since when did you take up stagecoach
I
driving?
haven't taken it on as a regular job. Sheriff, you better take over from here. There's been a holdup.
Hold up, where about?
Just this side of Fuzzy's billboard. Somebody better get a doc. The driver's hurt pretty bad.
Why, sure.
I'm mighty grateful to your friend, Fuzzy. We were in a tough spot until he came along.
Yeah, that's Billy Carson. He's bad news to Ben. Oh, Billy, I want you to meet my good friend here, Clay Allison.
Glad to know you.
Likewise. If I can ever do you a favor, why, let me know.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Clay here is one of our leading citizens.
I beg your pardon. Could you tell me where I could find a hotel?
No, ma'am, I'm a stranger in town. Mr. Jones here can tell you.
Yeah, I'll be glad to. It's right over that way. I'll
Thank
take
you.
it.
Would you mind carrying my bag for me?
Sure. No trouble at all. Your friend seems to have quite a way with the ladies.
That's the only thing I don't like about Billy Carson. When he's around, the women don't pay any attention to me.
Well, folks, you've heard the bad news. Come inside and I'll give you the good news. Well, gentlemen, I didn't waste any time on my trip to the Capitol.
Hey, Fuzzy. The Texas legislature legalizes banks. Boys, he put it over. 3 cheers for Clay Allison.
Here you are, ma'am. Hope to make you comfortable.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm very grateful. Don't be a stranger.
I don't feel like a stranger. I'll be seeing you.
Shut up, all of you, and listen to me for a minute. You'll make more noise than a corral full of cows at Brandon time. Now, we need a bank in this town. There ain't no argument about that. And we can't find a better man to head this shebang than the man that fought for us to get some decent banking laws. I mean Clay Allison.
You're right. I appreciate the honor, gentlemen, but you all know that I'm running a ranch, and that's a full-time job. My choice to head our bank is Fuzzy Jones.
Take it easy. Gentlemen, I ain't no one to sort of brag about myself, but when I get steamed up, you're going to have a bank that'll be a humdinger, and you ain't going to have to lay awake nights worrying about your money. William, it looks like I'm about due to be the president of a bank.
Buzz, that I gotta see.
Well, remember, Carson, if I can ever do you a favor, don't forget to call on me.
Thanks, Albert.
I hope you do. Well, good luck, Fuzzy. We're all playing you to win.
Ah, the mail, huh? All right, men, gather around. We'll get the mail around here.
the idea of holding up the stage when I'm a passenger on it. You might have hit me with one of those slugs.
How were we supposed to know that you were on the stage?
Cash bill's pretty low. Steve was killed.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, and I'm out to get the fellow that killed him.
Well, that's your affair. But don't let your private quarrel interfere with business.
Speaking of business, why is it that you're so interested in starting a bank here in Eureka?
Well, that's simple enough. There's a lot of money around here, but it's scattered all over the county. After I sell these ranchers on the idea of putting their money in the bank, it'll all be in one place where we can put our hands on it in one grab.
Now, that's a pretty smart idea.
I don't waste my time on anything that isn't a smart idea. I'll borrow your horse, Joe, and send it back with one of the boys.
Art Davis. Wolf Greenhall. Fuzzy Jones. Hey, that's me. Get all your names.
Why don't you get out of my way?
All right, that's enough. I don't feel like playing anymore. Hey! What's the idea of starting a riot?
You asked him. I was minding my own business, and he started shoving me around.
Yeah, and he jumped me for no reason at all.
That don't sound like Billy Carson. Now, you gather up your marbles and go home.
Well, that didn't turn out just the way we expected.
No, but it'll be different next time.
Why'd they pick a fight with me, Fuzz? I don't believe I saw either one of them before.
Well, I've seen them around, but I don't know nothing about them.
Well, they must have had a reason. I'd like to know what it is.
Well, don't ask me for the answers. I gotta go sort my mail. Now, where'd we leave off?
Heave-ho, Fuzz. Heave-ho, Fuzzy. Heave-ho, Fuzz. Heave-ho.
Hey, if you get over here with a little more heave and less hoe, I wouldn't mind having you around.
Oh, Buzz. Hurts my feelings to think I'm not welcome around here. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'd like to see Mr. Jones.
Oh, miss, I wouldn't bother with him. Now, confidential, you know. He's all...
Billy Carson, will you mind your own business? I'm, Mr. Jones, Fuzzy Q. Jones, president of the Eureka National Bank.
Oh, that's what I wanted to see you about. My name is Jean Darcy, and I've had experience in bank work. Could you possibly have an opening for me?
Oh, shucks. That ain't no fitting work for a woman to do.
That's an old-fashioned idea. I was so in hopes you'd have a place for me. When I heard you were starting a bank, it seemed as if fate led me here.
Don't appeal to his sympathy, miss. You should know that a bank as hard as made of stone.
Billy Carson, will you keep your nose out of my affairs?
I was only trying to help, Buzz, only.
Shut up!
Yes, sir.
When I want your help, I'll ask for it. Now, I ain't making no promises, but I might see my way clear to give you a job.
Oh, thank you so much. I'd be terribly grateful.
Well, now, remember, I ain't making no promises.
Hi, Fred.
This money ain't seen the light of day in so long, it's got mildew on it. I'll bet it'll be glad to get back in circulation.
Hello, Carson. Glad to see you.
Hello, Mr. Allison. Mr. Allison, you said I could call on you any time for a favor.
I sure did. What'll it be?
Some information. What do you know about those two men that just rode away from here?
Why, nothing at all. Said they were looking for a stray horse. That's all I know. Why are you curious about them?
I'd just like to know why they went out of their way to pick a fight with me.
Well, they were probably just feeling a little rambunctious and wanted some excitement.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I'm sure that's all there was to it. Come in the house a while.
No, I think I'll be rambling along.
Well, drop in any time. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. I'll do that. I'll be seeing you.
Goodbye.
I've got to pass through here. Hey, Joe, look over there.
Hey, look at that. I never knew there was so much money in the world.
Yes, the bank is proving to be a very popular idea.
Dagnabbit, I never remember locking this thing.
Getting absent-minded. They say that's a sign you're in love.
Oh, shucks. You can't go with that sort of a say-so.
I'd like to see the president of this bank.
You got eyes, ain't you?
Well, now that you mention it, Fuzz, I guess I have. How about floating a $10,000 loan?
Why, you couldn't float a loan if it was made out of cork. What do you got for security?
Well, I've got an honest face, a kind and sweet disposition, a song in my soul.
Well, that's worth about 30 cents. Carry on.
You see what I mean, Miss Darcy? Bankers just have no heart.
Ooh, I can't agree with you. I think Mr. Jones is a very kind man.
Uh-huh, but he's hiding his real nature from you. Beware.
Billy, if you can't talk sense, get out of here.
It's time for me to go, Mr. Jones. Good night.
Good night, Miss Darcy.
You know, Fuzz, I've been trailing those two men. Started a fight in here the other day. Somebody took a pot shot at me.
You have any idea who it was?
No, but I could almost bet it was Clay Allison.
You're crazy. Clay Allison's one of the most upright men in the county.
Yeah, well, I don't like to be shot at. Anybody starts throwing lead in my way, I want to know all the answers.
I don't blame you.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello there.
Well, with all the money in town locked up in the bank, your job should be easier.
Yeah, nobody can steal any money now except the banker.
Hey, you can do what?
What's the matter? Can't you take a joke?
Sure I can. That ain't my idea of humor.
You want to be careful, Sheriff. You know, you're talking to the president of the Eureka National Bank.
Looks like Fuzzy Jones to me.
Yeah, there is a resemblance. Say, I'd like to line a few people here in town. Somebody's a little too free with his firearms.
Well, let me see. We have 2 or 3 people I'm not sure about.
By starting something you didn't finish, you made Carson suspicious.
I aim to finish it.
Well, you've got to. You can't have him trailing around after you all the time.
Hello.
Hello, Jean. I thought I told you never to come out here.
That's all right, Uncle Clay. No one saw me. And I have good news for you. Here's the combination to the safe at the bank.
Well, good work, Jean.
I ought to plug you guys for the scare you gave me on the stage.
Oh, I'm sure sorry about that. What can I do to square myself?
Don't get any ideas, Cass. Jean is here strictly on business. I certainly don't want Carson tying her in with you.
Speaking of Carson, he believes that you took a shot at him.
I thought he would. He was trailing these two nitwits, and I had to warn him.
Well, Fuzzy is sure that you're okay, but I don't believe that he sold Carson on that 100%.
Carson does a lot of clowning, but he's nobody's fool. We'll bear down on putting him out of the way before we go any further. He's liable to cause a lot of trouble snooping around.
That'll be my personal pleasure.
Well, I hope you have more fun than you did on the last try.
That wasn't exactly my idea of a good time. Carson packs a mean wallop.
It's hot lead I'm thinking about.
So am I. I want a foolproof plan this time so you boys won't miss. Maybe Jean's the answer.
Well, don't deal me in. That rough stuff is out of my line. I pride myself on being a lady.
Don't run a fever. Nobody's expecting you to do any gunslinging.
Well, then what do you mean I'm the answer?
Well, you deliver Carson to a certain place, and the boys will do the rest.
I don't like that.
Maybe you'd like to do the next 20 years in the pen.
Maybe you got something there.
No matter how you look at it, Fuzz, it's still the same face.
What's the matter with this face?
Well, that all depends on what you expect of it. Now, if you hope to interest a good-looking girl like, like Jean Darcy, for instance.
I ain't interested in Jean Darcy or any other female woman. But if I was, that's my own business, and I'm thanking you to keep out of it. Hey, how do I look?
Should I tell you?
Yes.
I'm going to do a little more scouting around the Allison Ranch.
I'm telling you, Billy, you're just wasting your time.
Maybe. That's something I got a lot of. See you, Fred.
For a minute, I thought I was going to be silly and faint.
You had a pretty rugged time.
It was awful. I might have been killed. Do you mind if we sit down for a while?
No, not at all.
You always seem to be around when I need help.
I better watch out. Might get to be a habit.
Oh, would that be bad?
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
I've been told I'm not too painful to look at, but I don't seem to rate very high with you. It might have made a difference if I had.
When a fella gets serious about a girl, he sort of ties himself down. I'm just too restless to get fenced in.
I know exactly what you mean.
I don't see anyone coming. You suppose she might have got soft and given us the double cross? You never can tell about a woman.
No, I don't think there's any danger of that. She'd never take a chance on having cleft her scalp. She knows him too well.
We'll get up on them rocks and see what you can see.
I feel a little nervous after that runaway experience. Would you ride a ways with me?
Sure, I'd be glad to.
said, here they come. Well, get back up there and make sure you don't hit that girl. Get into town and plant your story. That ought to take care of him. Come on, let's get back to town.
Say, young lady, you're late getting to work.
Well, Billy Carson's been waylaid. He may be dead.
Where?
In the hills north of town.
What's the hurry, Fuzz? Leaving town with the bank's money?
No, I ain't leaving town with the bank's money. I nearly break my neck riding out here to save you and find you riding back just as happy as lark. Now, what's the idea?
I'm sorry about that. If I'd have known, I'd have stuck around and let them take a few more pot shots at me.
Now, don't talk like an idiot. What's this all about?
I wish I knew. How come you knew all about this?
Well, Miss Jean come tearing into town to get help for you.
Sort of changes an idea I had. Come on, Fuzz, let's get back into town. Hello there. We had quite a ride, didn't we?
You're all right?
Sure. Fuzzy's a little mad about not being able to rescue me, but he'll cool off.
I'm so glad.
He's a fool for luck. I should have known better than to waste my time.
I hope my luck holds out, Fuzz, until I find out why I'm so unpopular with some people.
I used to think you boys were pretty good, but I changed my mind. You bungled everything lately.
Well, it looks like Carson got the Indian sign on us. He's bad medicine.
Yeah, the kind of medicine you boys can't take.
Why don't you take a whirl at him? You're not barred. Still can't figure out how Carson got away.
Well, I've got to do something to keep him out of my hair. Can't rely on you boys doing the job right. All right, get busy on the window. tell the boys to cover up in case anything goes wrong. Then come back and give Joe a hand.
There it is.
All right, climb in. Give me a little light.
This town's going to be stood on the steer tomorrow morning.
No money. Hey. Hey! Sheriff! Oh, Sheriff! Hey! Hey, Sheriff! Sheriff! Hey! Sheriff! Sheriff!
I was wondering why Carson was hanging around town so long. Doesn't seem to have any business here.
Sheriff, the bank's been robbed.
Wait, and I didn't hear any gunshots.
Come on, see for yourself. Nobody's had a combination. I hope these things. I hope there wasn't any money in it.
Well, we'll find it.
You see, it's empty.
That safe wasn't blown open.
No, it was locked as tight as a drum when I came in this morning.
Who has the combination?
Nobody but me. Hey, Bud, what's happened? Billy, the bank's been robbed.
Bank's been robbed? How?
I don't know. I opened the safe and it was empty.
Do you know any more funny stories? That sounds awful fishy to me.
There, none of that now.
You're the man that took a shot at me yesterday.
You're crazy. I haven't even seen you since you started that fight with me in here a while back.
I've got to prove that you're a liar, mister. Miss Jean, would you mind stepping over here a minute, please? Isn't this the man that tried to ambush me?
No, I don't think so.
I hate to admit that I've been fooled by any man. But it looks to me like Carsons and Jones here have cooked up a neat little scheme to make suckers out of us all.
That's just the way I feel about it. And we all know what happens to bank robbers in these parts.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Uncle Clay! Uncle Clay!
I told you to always act like we were strangers.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Must you put the blame on them? I don't like that.
You don't have to like it. Just do as you're told. See you later.
Now, wait a minute. You got no right to accuse me of robbing that bank. Well, I was just as proud of that bank as if it was my own flesh and blood.
Never mind that. Leave them come in here. They want their money. They want it. They open the bank and they want it. Carson, man, he's got away. Hey! Come here, stay put. You're going with me.
I know.
You're insulting my honor. I'm one of the leading citizens of this town.
Oh, shut up. Your partner run out on you and left you to hold the bag. I guess that's proof enough you're both guilty.
I can't understand it. They like Billy to do a thing like that.
That's easy to understand. He's trying to save his own hide. Now get in here.
I'm telling you that I'm the president and you shouldn't do a thing like this. I'm one of the leading citizens of this town. The president of Eureka's National Bank is what I am.
Come on, get in there. Now, you tell us where you hid that money. It'll be a lot easier for you.
I don't know any more about that money than you do. I put it in the safe last night. This morning it was gone. That's all I know.
You'll have time to refresh your memory.
Never heard of such a thing, I guess.
Well, I've got a new rope that needs the cake swept down.
I don't want any more of that talk. Any prisoner in this jail gets a fair trial.
Well, there's nothing to it if you use your brains. We've got the money, and the law will take care of Carson and Jones. Then we'll open another bank.
Yeah, if it works out that way. I'm going in and lie down for a while.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Allison. So you're the man I've been looking for all the time.
What do you mean?
Your niece just told me the whole story.
She lies. I had nothing to do with robbing the bank.
Whoever said anything about robbing a bank? As a matter of fact, she told me nothing. But you just told me plenty. Now, that bank money is in this house. You'll save yourself a lot of punishment by telling me where it is. Now, where is it? All right, it's in there. Good. Now, go and get it.
I'm the kind of a man that likes action. I think if we use a little persuasion on Jones, he'd tell us where Carson might be hiding out. If the sheriff was convinced that we meant business, he'd listen to reason.
Robber, Sheriff, and here's your money.
Clay Allison. I can't believe it.
You will in time lock him up.
Good.
Many thanks to you for taking out. You did a good job.
You're pretty low down.
I know it. Are you going to have me arrested?
I wouldn't like to do that. It's none of my business.
I suppose I can't even ask you to forgive me. No!
Somebody get a doctor, quick.
The doctor will be here in a minute.
It won't do much good now. I'm glad your luck held out to the finish.
Well, Fuzz, I think I'll be saying goodbye. Going out on a little fishing trip tonight.
Hey, that's a good idea. I'll go with you.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, the president of the Eureka National Bank leading this place alone? Don't be silly.
Oh, I know, but I'm tired. Everything will be safe in the bank here. And
Cash me a $50 check, will you, please?
Now, pardon me just a minute. Now, don't go away.
I won't go away, Fuzz.
$50. Well, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What time are you leaving tonight?
About 5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How many miles is it up there?
10.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. How much does it cost?
About $15.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What's the limit on fish?
5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,